Well, it's been about 5 days of walking around. We're just a little bit early, I guess. You never know, some years they go earlier and some they go later, but we've heard very little roars. We've seen hinds most days. We've bumped into one stag that Craig passed up, so it was probably about a 5 or 6 pointer. Really good potential, nice and wide, and it's got all the character you want for a couple more years. And yeah, you left that one, bro, so it was a really cool encounter. That one was roaring, but only when we got in close. And we've been out last night, just on 2 hours before dark, and about 1 hour before it got dark we saw a couple of stags out on a clearing. So one of them looks like it's worth investigating, and that's our plan tonight. So we've got all the big gear packed for overnight, or if it's really cranking down there, then we'll go for a couple of nights, get into their zone and see what happens.
True.
Yeah, the one we think is reasonable let out a few roars actually just before dark, that last half hour. So 3 o'clock now, take us a couple of hours to get down there, and then we'll wait till that prime time. Hopefully they come back out into the same spots, and then Bob's your uncle.
Game on.
That's the plan. That's our plan. This way. Into the windfall.
If you haven't noticed by now by any of these videos, Aaron is a master finding the windfall.
I've just reached a drop-off point, so I can see the clearing down there. Wind's in our face. Either go down this ridge and stay out of the creek, or straight down the face, but not long now till we pop out on the clearing. 4:10, probably down there by 20 to 5. Yeah. So far, the going has been pretty good. Something walking in there. That's here. It's a 6-pointer. Out there in the clearing. Two young stags, man. Yeah. They're all stags. They're all stags, man. All young stags. Oh yeah. Work it. Oh well, there we go. That was a bit of excitement. We just spent the last hour and a half coming down that hill, pushing through all of the scrub, and we're probably came out in the worst place with quite a big bit of scrub here. We just pushed through and making a hell of a racket. No way around that, but as we got out onto the clearing we could hear something walking through that bush there. And then 3 stags ran out onto the clearing. They didn't wind us because they ended up feeding over the other side, but just 3 young stags. There was a spiker, what, two 4-pointers?
2 4s, maybe a 4
Spindly little 4-pointer things.
Yeah.
Awesome to see though, you'll see it on the footage, and yeah, I guess if anything that's a good thing because we've spooked them this way, and the bigger stag that we thought was worth checking out is that way, so we didn't want them to run that way. It's getting to that time of night.
It is, we're about an hour
Stags
away,
are already out and about, so
at 5 o'clock, just 3 stags in the middle of the clearing.
yeah.
But 3 stags together.
Yeah, I guess being so young, they're just looking for a bit of
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
little protection. Anyway, we're going to get into that bush they came from, and then we can look at both sides of the clearing and find Big Boy.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Find their great granddad. Well, we've just found campsite. This is, hear that, bro? He's close. He's close. He's on the flats anyway. If he's not far up, there's a stag just roaring over there, and the stag we saw last night was just over there, so we're going to dump all this big gear, mark it, load up on the small gear, and see what happens. He just went again, bro. It's the 3rd time. And see who that stag is making that noise. This is a beautiful campsite though. We've got the seat set up. Nice flat ground. And stags are going to be roaring all around us tonight, I think, by the sound of that.
Protected from the wind, protected from the rain.
Oh, mate, perfect. And this is where those 3 young stags come from, so you can see why they're in here. Shall we? Let's. Stag to roar, and he's not really doing much, maybe every 20 minutes, if that, and it sounds like he's gone down and then back, so we're going to have to push through this belt of scrub. But as we've done that, there's been 2 stags come out over there, a wee 4-pointer and a bigger 6-pointer, which are not the ones we saw earlier, so that's 2 more and together as well, but young ones are all still together at the moment. Right, let's go find this boy. Craig. 100 yards from here to there. 100. Craig. it's got good potential, but are you coming back here? It's completely your call at the end of the day.
He's behind a flux bridge at the moment, so
You could have shot it.
yeah.
So consider that one shot. But if you want to take it, by all means take it.
We'll get another gauge on it in a minute. I made the call, but this is the first evening we've got an hour till dark, and we've got tomorrow morning.
Yep, if it's not raining.
It's not raining. But one hell of a place to be.
Give it a few roars, and the 6 point is 200 yards away. He hasn't moved. He looks over, but he hasn't done anything. Craig's on the fence. He doesn't want to get wet boots.
He's a nice young animal. I don't know, it's the start of the roar, but I've turned down at number 5 already. It was not as good as him. He's got potential, but
If he shoots it, I'm not going getting wet boots. It's bloody awesome to see. It's a good dilemma to be in. We've got two stags over there that we've seen. One roaring there. There's two here. And we spooked those 3 young ones earlier, so eventually we find the bigger boy.
maybe call with 5 minutes to go. Fuck it, let's do it.
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see us, but we fucking got our boots wet.
Fucker.
And it,
Hung around for far too long looking
the
at
only
that
time
stag.
it had moved was either it heard us coming in or it decided to move. But anyway, it's going off. There's 1, 2, 3 roaring quite well. So I'll see if we can pick it up on the GoPro. Oh well, we're just waiting for our dinner to cook and set up camp. But yeah, there was just a ripper roar, and it wasn't from him. It was that way, and it's close. Fuck, if that thing comes any closer, it's gonna really ruin my dinner. Good problems to have, considering we didn't hear any roars for the last 5 days. Oh, good. No, that was an awesome afternoon, man.
Oh yeah.
Shit, we saw some deer. We were just talking about it. We saw 15 deer, 7 being stags. Yeah, that one good 6 pointer, but
Yeah. excitement at the end to go for him, but yes.
That's all good. We'll
Good
find.
to see so many stags together. It's good.
We'll get you onto one tomorrow, bro.
Alright, mate.
Or unless this one comes to your tent tonight.
This is fun. This is what it's all about, eh? This
Yeah.
is why we all do it.
Yep, 100%. On nights like this, fuck, you can't beat it. Old beer sticks, mashed potato, and
Butter chicken.
butter chicken. Butter beer sticks.
Mmm.
Different story this morning, eh?
Completely different story.
Last night there were stags going either side of the valley, multiple stags roaring to each other. Bloody hard to sleep, actually, wasn't it?
I think I finally got to bed about 2:30.
That's when the rain kicked in and the stag
When
stopped.
the rain kicked in, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good fun. There was some close stags too. Pretty vocal during the night, but yeah, not a peep this morning, so we're just gonna coffee, breakfast, and we'll start sort of heading back the way we came, but we'll go via those two that were roaring that way, see if we can bump them, get back to the truck, restock, regroup. We only plan to come in here for one night, so we'll get back to the truck. We're catching up with Keenan today and make a decision of where we go this afternoon. But yeah, real positive and bloody awesome afternoon seeing that many animals. I'm you know, the part that I'm stoked about the most,
Go on.
my wet boots. Like, it's
Yeah,
just such a good way to start the morning, man.
I will put my hands up to that and go, that was a spur of the moment. Let's cross that river, which we all have. Let's go for it. But we had all that time and led to the last minute of light.
Oh, there's nothing better than waking up putting on wet socks and wet boots.
Mate.
But I bought some Crocs. You'd be surprised to hear that, Dad. Gave them a trial run yesterday, but I thought, nah, I won't need them. Won't need them today. But they would be bloody handy, wouldn't they? I'd still be in them.
They would have been real good, actually, to be fair. I think I'm sold.
Chuck them in four-wheel drive mode, get them across the river.
After getting up this morning and having wet boots, it would be nice just to be walking around in a pair of Crocs now.
Yep.
But yeah, nah, good on you.
No, so that's this morning anyway.
Coffee.
Bloody cool to see those animals. Good footage. Mostly good yarns. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Well, actually, we've got all day. See what today brings, and then tomorrow. All quiet on the western frontier.
Good job, Bruce. Back to you, Jim. The weather's today.